This seemed like a pretty good deal to me. $9.77 for 5 unused baggage car shelves. The shelves themselves are complete. They have the end caps, but what they're missing is a base or any sort of way to attach wheels or trucks to the bottoms. All of these shelves are in O gauge and made by Williams. 4 of the shelves are decorated for Baltimore and Ohio, one of my favorite lines. The 5th shell is unpainted and undecorated. It's just the solid molded black plastic. That one will be for a future project. Perhaps it'll end up being something for Amtrak or maybe even Santa Fe, because now I have a few diesels for Santa Fe, but I don't have any passenger cars. So maybe I'll make one baggage car for Santa Fe. I'm not sure. I do like these 4 Baltimore and Ohio cars though. And in this episode, this video, I'm going to be making a base for these. But it's going to be a base on a budget. I'm not going to shop around on eBay for an exact Williams passenger car base for these. I'll make my own. I've had the baggage car shelves for about a month now. But last weekend I went to a train show and I bought these 6 little cars very cheaply. And mainly I bought them for parts. And the first one to be sacrificed is going to be this Penn Central log car. I really just wanted the trucks from this, and then I started thinking about the side pieces and these mounting points for the trucks themselves. I think I'm just going to cut the whole thing up. A little grinding wheel is all I need to remove the sides of this logging car. I'm going to use the side pieces to help fill in the space beneath the shell of the baggage car and between the trucks themselves. I'll have to trim this because as it is right now, it's a little too long, but I begin by removing it from the rest of the car. I just need these 2 side pieces at this point. There's still going to be a fair amount of sanding involved before these are presentable, and later on they'll be attached to the baggage car's new bottom. But now I'm moving on to the mounting points for the trucks themselves. I'm going to cut off both ends of the frame and see if I can just reuse these pieces and also attach them to a piece of plastic that would be the base for the baggage car. They're a little too tall, so I begin trimming them down with my cutting wheel again. The one on the left is about as low as I can get it. The one on the right still needs some work, but when I'm done they'll look the same, and hopefully I can just glue them to a large plastic base beneath the baggage car. I couldn't find a piece of sheet plastic that was thick enough and long enough to use as a base. Instead, I stumbled upon some acrylic in the garage. After measuring the interior dimensions, I ran it through my table saw and gave it a thorough sanding. The thickness is about 1/4 of an inch, so I need to drill a pilot hole first before drilling a larger hole for the mounting screws. It's very stiff, it's very strong, but it's also very brittle. There was a lot of work involved with separating these little green squares from the logging car, and as I was afraid, they raised the base just a little too high, and it gives the baggage car the appearance of a pickup truck with a lift kit. So I think I need to find a new way to attach the trucks to the base of the baggage car. I removed the trucks from the green squares and just laid the acrylic base on top of them. And it turns out that this is just about the perfect height for this baggage car. I should have tried this in the beginning, and I could have saved all the time and effort spent on cutting these little squares apart from the log car. But oh well, what can you do? Since I have the proper height and placement for the trucks, I can drill the base for the mounting pins, which are now too short, but I have a fix for that too. The side pieces from the log car should work on this baggage car if I just trim their length a little bit. This ruler will help keep the pieces aligned until the solvent has joined the two parts. The plastic weld is doing a great job so far at joining these separate parts into one new base. I have some sheet styrene left over from earlier projects, and I'll trim a narrow strip to form bracing beneath the baggage car. All that's left now is a little bit of sanding before it's ready for a few light coats of flat black spray paint, and then the final assembly. This is going to turn out to be one of my cheaper projects. The baggage car itself was one of 5, so when it's divided, this one only cost $1.95. The shipping is also split 5 ways, so this car's shipping was $2.55, and then a little bit of assorted paint and various screws, maybe $2, which brings my total to $6.50. Which is pretty cheap if you don't put a dollar value on my time. The holiday trains, which are now at the Cincinnati Museum Center, are the main reason why I'm so attracted to Baltimore and Ohio passenger cars and locomotives. Pretty soon it seems that I'll have a collection of Williams B&O baggage cars. And they might look a little bit odd, all strung together behind some sort of locomotive, but if they're paired with this matching Williams Baldwin Shark, I think they're going to look great. And isn't Shark just about the coolest name you can think of for any kind of train, a diesel, a locomotive? Shark? Shark? I mean, come on, that's freaking awesome. If you enjoyed this presentation in beautiful Technicolor, please like and subscribe. I appreciate the time it takes for you to watch these videos. It takes a while to make these videos. So it's nice that we could get together like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.